you all. Thank you for joining me again. This is Shavonda Marie with Love, Strength, and Love. Thank you for joining me once again. I am very proud of myself. I am really in love with myself. At this moment in time, I have grown so much, and I have actually been able to do something different, and I'm just loving it. I'm not even going to sit here and lie. Like, I've been through a point in time of my life where I really thought that life really sucked. Not to the point where I wanted to die or nothing like that, because I've always knew that I'm here for a reason, right? I've always knew that I was destined for greatness. I've always knew that there was going to be something more for me to do, that I had a gift to share. Okay. A gift to use, actually. So I'm actually sharing it. My gift is pretty much talking, communicating, actually being able to pay attention to things, gather information, and listen to things as well as watch them. It really allowed me to come into something more amazing, to come into a better version of me. I have for 8 years been sitting and healing. So 8 years, that's a long time. But not as long as most, right? It's some that haven't even healed, or they haven't even taken the time to even start to heal. So I'm proud. I'm so glad of myself because I've come a long way. Okay. When I first started my journey, I was pretty much about 17, going on 18, I want to say. That is when I really decided what type of person I was going to be when I stepped out into this world. Now, I just thought I had it packed down. I just knew I was finna get out here and be great. And then, of course, life started lifing. And it took me down a path that I didn't see coming, right? That wasn't that path that I went down. It wasn't in my plans. It wasn't. And I realized and understand that I had to actually walk through that to understand that it was all happening to prepare me for the big plan that I had. I mean, not the big plan that I had, but to plan me for the best version of my life. The life that I have created. The life that I have been created and didn't even know and understand that that's what I was doing, was creating it. I've always had people telling me, no, you're not able to do this, and no, not right now, and no, that's not right. And it's like, wait, what? Who are y'all to tell me anything? I know, and deep down in my soul, in my heart, that this is for me, right? Even my parents. But as me being teenager, I started to get resentful. And being resentful didn't get me nowhere, which is where my plans actually started to change for me. I started to walk down a different path, right? A path that said, you gonna learn things in a different way. And I was like, what? This seemed like a lot. But then I thought about it and said, hey, I could do this. I got this. And I did. I walked down that path with confidence, with courage, and the wisdom that I had, as well as the knowledge. And I was walking down it, going to school, college, after finishing high school, going to college, but also being able to be free, get away from my father and my mother are always telling me, you got to do this way, you got to do that way. And I'm like, I'm going to college. I am grown pretty much, not knowing that I wasn't really grown because I haven't received all the information that I actually needed to receive. So that when I did get out in this real world, I was going to be able to know and understand a lot of things so I can go in different directions. But I didn't know that because I was so hurt and so traumatized. I just wanted to be free. I wanted to do my own thing, not knowing that doing my own thing will lead me to a lot of depression, a lot of heartache, a lot of disappointment, a lot of pain. Even though I was always laughing and I was always smiling, deep down inside, I was so hurt and I was so in so much pain. I didn't realize it or know and understand it that I started taking it out on other people. Back then, I didn't know that hurt people hurt people. I have heard it, but I didn't know what that meant. I didn't understand what they were talking about. I used to be like, hurt people hurt people. Who hurt? Because I always thought that you had to be sad and have this look on your face that says, I'm hurt. But I didn't realize and understand that people could hide it so well. That people could wear a mask all the time. I didn't know that until it was me. Until it was my time to really honestly see. Shavonda Marie, you wearing a mask, baby. And I said, who? Not me. I don't need to wear no mask. What is you talking about? Not knowing and understanding, I was absolutely wearing multiple masks. It wasn't just one, it was multiple ones. So I realize and understand that wearing a mask and taking off the mask to be able to be who I am, boy, that's a big step. It's a big step for anyone who takes that step, willing to take that step, whatever. It's a big step. And baby, it's hard. But hey, you can get through it. Most definitely you can get through it. I got through it. I've watched people got through it. Hell, I done got through it multiple times. Multiple times. From careers to family to relationships, romantically, friendships, whatever other kind of relationships. Yeah. That most definitely, it was me. but not no more, baby. Because I know who I am. And I know that me actually sitting for the last 8 years, allowing myself to walk step by step for each part of me. And for me, I call it my 7 main chakras, okay? The root chakra, the solar plexus, the sacral chakra, the solar plexus, the heart chakra, the throat chakra, the third eye, the crown chakra. Baby, works for me like a champ. I was always directed and geared towards the Bible. But as I went towards church, and I always went to church, I went to multiple different churches with multiple different people. And I seen multiple different things. I seen it where there were so many people in there who was just so loving, so connected to actually their growth and allowing them to actually do something different. But then I seen some in there who were wearing a mask. Some who were in there pretending that that's what they were there for. And reality, they wasn't. They was there for show. They was there to collect finances. They were there to find relationships. Like, you coming into church for this? You coming into the church looking for someone to date. Okay. You're coming into church to see how much money you can get from people. Or you coming into church just because somebody else said, hey, you need to go to church. And then you end up in a church and you started to see or feel other things. And now you going every Sunday. But you ain't going there to really connect. You just going there to play around. You're going in there to actually take advantage. Well, as I got older and I started to go into the church, I started to feel different. I started to cry all the time. And this is before my things started to get into a point where they were bad for me. This was before that time. And I would still cry. So when I went into the church and things were bad for me, I cried even more. But then I had so many mixed feelings. And then I felt sad and then happy and excited and then disappointed. And it's like, wait, why is it so many mixed? I don't like this. I didn't like that. It made me feel like I wasn't able to grow. It made me feel like I was stuck in the midst of the habits that I've always been used to. That it wasn't something for me to break free from. That I felt like I was getting judged. And I felt like it was a thing of nobody really was able to tap into me to say, hey, this is a way, or show me a way that was going to allow me to tap into the church. So, nobody didn't show me. And even when they were showing me and I wasn't getting it or understand it, I didn't know how to communicate it. So I didn't really communicate it. I kind of just distanced myself from it. And I started to find my own way. And I knew the one thing that I needed to do was get a connection with God. That I did not believe that I was strong enough. That I did not believe that I was capable enough. I did not believe that things will work out for me. So I knew that I had to find some type of connection. How was I going to find that connection? And everybody always say, go to church. And I'm like, I go to church, or I have went to church, but I get all these mixed feelings in church, and it make me feel sad, and I don't want to even be there, or I don't want to go back because I don't like the feeling of being sad or being like I'm being judged and everything is about my life is being talked about right then, there, and at that moment. I didn't like that feeling. So I said, I got to find something different, something where I can connect with God for myself, something where I can honestly learn it and grow for my own self. So here I am. I'm trying something different. I'm doing something different. Okay. So, kind of just got thrown off here. But back to actually talking about the steps that I've actually taken to grow. And how I've actually went about doing them to what they actually made me feel like, to what they're making me feel like now, to actually how it's actually allowing me to grow and elevate into a more authentic me. First off, I do want to say that I can be me. I can be humble. I do not have to wear this mask. It feels so good. It feels good. It does. Because I'll be around one group of people and then I got to act this certain type of way. And then I got to go around my other people, which was the people I grew up with. And they're like, hey, girl, when you turn into this corny little lady? And I'm like, corny? I've always been a little different, if you may say, unique, if you may say, but corny. I think that's another word that's kind of out of reach for me. Now that one, I am not able to touch that one. Okay, but different or unique, that's something that's for me, okay? Because I've always been that way. I've always seen things in a way of growth. I've always believed, but back to the whole church thing was after me finding my own way, I've always had people to say, hey, you're not supposed to do it like that. You need to go to the church. And I'm like, well, I want to do something different because that didn't help me grow as I was looking forward to, in a way I was looking forward to grow. It wasn't helping me. So I don't want to continuously to do that way. And if nobody won't teach me or show me in a different way, then hey, thank you, God, for allowing me to sit this long, to actually experience it, to actually walk through it on my own, step by step. So I started with my past. My past started when I became resentful towards my parents. When I became resentful towards my parents was in my teenage years when I decided that, hey, I am doing my own thing, that I didn't need my parents' protection anymore, that I didn't need their love or their courage or motivation anymore, that I was doing it on my own. That's when it started for me. That's when my attitude changed. So, me going back to look at that and really pay attention, it was definitely time, because Now I got 3 kids and 2 girls, and they both have that attitude that I had. And baby, if I must say, whew, breathe, baby, because it be want to take me back to another whole level. But I have to realize and understand that, hey, baby, it's only showing you an example of you. But now you get to see what it is that you needed to change within inside of you. So did I get a little angry and frustrated at the fact that my girls having this attitude? I did. But then I got kind of excited because it's like, dang, now this is something that's challenging me, something that's testing me, because now I have to get out here and really figure out, learn, and do research on what kind of attitude I want to have. Create my own thing. Show my girls that it's okay that you have that attitude, but use it for the right moments and the right times. And every day, all day is not the right moment and not the right time. So, in order for me to actually allow them to see that it was possible, I actually had to do it on my own. So that's exactly what I did. The first couple 3 years, I explored. I did things to understand, or did things that was just desire for me. Things that I was just attracted to doing. Now it's a thing of, I know what I want. I know who I am. So I am not settling. And not only am I not settling, but I am not allowing myself to actually go back into those spaces of my life. I have now walked through them, so I understand exactly my space, I have learned my parts in it. So I'm owning up to my own responsibilities. And I know that those pieces, that wasn't me, right? It was me at that moment in time, but that wasn't the true me, the real me, the loving, unconditional me, the authentic me. That wasn't who I was. It wasn't. I was taken after my parents. I was taken after other family members. I was taken after coworkers. I was taken after friends. I even started taking after my siblings. But at the end of the day, when was I going to start taking after Shavonda Marie? You didn't been watching and paying attention and listening all this time. You didn't even been helping others do it for themselves, but you haven't done it for yourself? That was a question for me. That was something that I really wanted to know about. So I, of course, was taking my time into tapping into it. So the universe allowed me to tap into it a little bit sooner than I was actually trying to tap into it. It allowed me to see different aspects of life. It got me to open up and see things that I need to see. Instead of me seeing things that I always wanted to see, which was my way. But now I know that, hey, We can compromise. We can come to this. I am a whole different type of person, baby. You want to communicate? Let's communicate. You want to connect on a deeper level? Let's connect. You want to share? Let's share. But I do want you to know that, hey, I'm not going to do it just because you want me to, right? I'm going to do it because I want to, because I am being guided to do it. And when that all boils down to it, I'm not going to do it just constantly and constantly so that you can walk over me. No, baby. I still got boundaries. I do. And at the end of the day, I still am human. I still want the same respect and love that I give out. I deserve it. Nothing more. And I know I deserve it because I am now elevating on a whole nother level. So it took me over 20 years to go through it and get to this moment in my life right now. It took me over 20 years. It took me 8 years to create, make a plan, and actually start to take action on my life. But it took me over 20 years to figure out that, hey, I could do something different. I could do something different to change my own life. That I am powerful enough to create my own life and actually live in it to the fullest, to receive it to the fullest, to give to the fullest, to pay attention, to listen, to honestly allow myself to get guided. So that's the route that I've taken you on. Just so you know, I have transferred. I've transferred all that negativity to whoever want it, because I don't want it no more. So I'll give it to you if you want it, baby. Take it. Because I'm releasing it. I have been releasing it. And I'm continuously releasing it. It's my time to grow. It's my time to shine, do something different. My 3 kids also deserve nothing but the best. And the best is Shavonda Marie, their mother, out of all mothers, who loves to be like loving, expressive, who loves to actually teach that growth process. Yep, I'm that mother. I'm that friend. I'm that daughter. I'm that sister. Yes, I'm that boss. Who cares unconditionally? Who gives out real love and nothing but the best? Who loves hard because I know that it's something for me to do. Something that I was meant to do. Something I was guided to do. I know it. Pour it in. Whatever it is that I want. I know that now. And I know that if I don't do it, no one else will do it for me. So I have to get out and do it on my own. So, meets the new Shavonda created Marie. Shavonda Marie, this is the one that I was meant to be. Creating all things that are possible for me and for you. So we tapping in, y'all. We tapping in. Love. This is love, strength and love. So we have to use the strength and the love for ourselves to help strengthen the love for everyone else. Until next time, please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I also want to say, keep in mind that you are amazing and you are destined for greatness. Okay? I'm a leader. You're a leader. Together, we building nothing but leaders. Tap in. Stay tapped in. Because it's only getting more amazing and real. I love you all.